The bar was alive with noise, clinking glasses, laughter that rose too loud, and music spilling from an old jukebox in the corner. But in an instant, all of it shattered into silence. A drunk man, red-eyed and swaying, had just grabbed the bartender by the shirt and yanked him forward. The tension was so sudden, so sharp, that every head turned at once. And what he revealed froze the entire room. Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you are re-watching from. I love knowing who's listening. The bartender, a quiet man named Daniel, had always been the kind of person people overlooked. He was polite, soft-spoken, and never seemed to carry the weight of anger in his voice. But now, as the drunk pulled him forward, his shirt stretched and revealed something no one expected. A jagged scar running across his chest, deep and unmistakable. The kind of scar that told a story of violence, survival, and pain. Whispers rushed through the bar like a sudden wind. "What is that?" someone muttered. "Where did he get that?" another whispered. The drunk man smirked as if he had exposed a secret meant to stay buried. But Daniel didn't flinch. He just stood there, his hands steady even as the room's eyes pierced into him. Inside, however, his mind wasn't steady. Memories clawed their way back. Nights in a war zone, the deafening blasts, the chaos that had stolen both friends and innocence. He had never wanted anyone here to know. To them, he was just a bartender, someone who poured drinks and listened to half-forgotten stories. He didn't want to be anything else. The drunk man laughed, cruel and loud. "Look at him, pretending to be one of us, when he's got marks like that. What kind of man hides something like this?" His words were knives, thrown not just at Daniel, but at the silence that pressed against everyone. Daniel's hand tightened around the bar counter. He could have shouted. He could have shoved back. Instead, he took a breath, one that trembled with restraint. The entire bar leaned closer, waiting for his answer, for his truth. When he spoke, his voice was quiet, but it carried. "This scar isn't shame. It's survival. It's a reminder of what I lived through, and what I lost." His words cut through the drunk man's sneer, cutting deeper than fists ever could. A hush fell heavier than before. Every patron could feel it, the weight of those words, the humanity behind them. A woman at the back pressed her hands to her mouth. A man who had once bragged of bar fights lowered his eyes to the floor. But Daniel wasn't done. His voice grew steadier, braver with each word. "I don't tell people, not because I'm hiding, but because pain isn't a story I want to pour with every glass. I choose peace now. I choose kindness." The drunk man faltered, his grip loosening on Daniel's shirt. For a moment, he looked small, his bravado crumbling under the gaze of the crowd. And then, from somewhere in the back, a sound began. Slow, steady applause. It spread, gaining strength, until the whole bar was clapping. Not for the drunk, not for the fight that never happened, but for the man who had chosen strength without violence. Daniel stepped back, smoothing his shirt, his chest still scarred but no longer hidden. The drunk slumped into his seat, silent, stripped of his cruelty by something he didn't understand. Dignity. Because true strength isn't in what you can break. It's in what you can carry, and still choose to be gentle. Because kindness doesn't vanish. It waits, and it finds its way back. And long after the music rose again, people would remember the night when a scar told a story no glass could drown, and a bartender taught an entire bar what it meant to be strong. If this story touched you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. Every story we tell is a reminder that even scars can shine with courage.